Welcome back to the High Plains Huddle, where moments become memories. We're excited to get this episode kicked off. We got a lot to talk about. Thanks to Plains Dairy for their support, L4 Media, and Warrior Garden Studios, where they try to make us at least sound good. They can't help much on the looking good part, but they try. So, hey, it's been a crazy week this week. We've got a lot to kind of break down. Julian gave us a kind of preview of what's coming up. Hopefully you got to see that. But got a special guest here, Jaxon Lawler, in from Bushland Falcons.
Sir.
Yeah, so we're excited to have him on. He's going to be our guest today. Not only is he going to talk a little bit about himself, get him to give us some breakdown of some maybe games coming up and maybe a little breakdown of that Bushland game as well. So, Julian, let's get that one kicked off. Bushland, we've talked a lot about him this year. It's been a rough year. Got that first win, and then it's been a little bit of a slide.
It's good to get back on a winning streak. It's good to get back on the winning side of things. We know it's shaky, and you guys not used to that. So how do you feel about all that's going on and you getting your victory against Perryton 35-28?
It's good to be on the winning side of things, for sure. It was a much-needed W for our team.
It looked like you guys put a whole game together with special teams and everything else.
I agree. Being able to finish a game, good.
So one of the things about Jaxon is you're kind of known for your defensive play, but you're doing a lot of play on the offensive side of the ball as well.
Yes, sir. Starting both ways. It can be a lot sometimes, but
yeah, I'm sure it is. How do you tell Coach I need a break, or do you?
Usually it's just like I get one. So that's how it goes.
I would tell him throw me a ball.
Yeah. Let me get out, catch some passes.
So is defense your favorite spot to play?
It is.
Why is that?
I like being able to, get in the backfield and cause issues for them.
Good.
Not necessarily.
He's a disruptor.
Yeah. That's his job, though, right?
That's good. He does a great job at it. So, again, great job on that win. Hopefully, you guys build some momentum going into your district play coming up, and just excited to continue to see you playing what you're doing. So,
yes, sir.
What about West Plains? West Plains is a big game. It wasn't a win, but it was still a big game.
Big game. Can take it on Argyle Liberty Christian, which is Jason Witten's team over there. And last year they kind of blew them up pretty bad.
Not kind of. Not kind of. We're being
they did. So not quite. They lost. However, it was overtime loss, and it was a good game. But really coming out of that game, man, Reed, 10,000 yards passing.
10,000 yards is something that's phenomenal. 4 years being able to do that just shows how control he is with his arm and be able to put the ball where it needs to be with different receivers and just their continuity with each other is amazing. So, like you said, going in, they lost in overtime. So these are games you hate to see when you just look at the game. Oh, they lost, but then you don't watch the nuances of how they lost the game. But they still gain momentum going into district, and I feel sorry for that next team.
For sure.
Yeah, they definitely do. And it's going to be interesting. We were talking about it off set before we started about that kind of game actually can fuel them going into district more so than even getting a win.
And it is. I think that's it's going to happen. They play Canyon right off the bat, and that's one, losing a game like that. Two, playing a crosstown rival like that. It creates some very much needed fire. So it's going to be exciting. I hate I have to be gone. I would love to go watch that game and see how it goes. So we know we're not going to be able to get in the stadium that week, and 27 is going to be backed up.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. So, well, Jaxon, you guys played West Plains. What do you think of that team overall?
I think they're a really good football team. I do. They're big.
They are
big. Some big guys for sure.
And they're physical. They're fast.
Yes, they're fast.
Yeah.
It's just they got some really good athletes.
Well, good deal. Well, Julian, you kind of got the inside track on PD. Man, it seems like it's starting to – it was already starting to come together, but it sounds like it's really peaking at the right point for district.
I think so, too. Just like we were talking about the game with West Plains and Argyle, I think that first game was Tascosa, kind of lit a little fire under them, and they've been on track ever since. Coach Snyder's defense is playing lights out. It's one of the best defense, I think, in the state. He's only given up, I believe, 28 points in these last 5 games, and it's sparking the rest of the team. So coming out, when I saw Deuce hit his first strike, his first pass coming out, he on the roll, that big long pass to Darian, I was like, oh, we may have something today. and his first incompletion was in the third quarter. So he was locked in. I think them losing last year the way they did down at WT when we played against them, it sparked something in their brain, and they're ready to go. But right now, the story is AJ Amari James. So he's really coming on as one of our running backs.
He had over
lead
100
running
yards
backs,
again.
Over 100 yards again. And he's just a quiet kid. And he is effective, and that helps the offense propel behind him because now they have to stop the run. So we can run the ball anywhere. And now it's just making sure Deuce takes care of the ball, which he's been doing the last few games. Hasn't had one interception the whole year. So playing real well.
I had to say that.
Nah, we're going to keep it that way.
So we had 4 first half touchdowns, right?
4 first half touchdowns, spreading the ball around. Darian had another big game. It was hard to tackle him. It was almost like he had slick on him, breaking tackles and doing his thing. So Raymond Johnson, again, played real well. Offense was just clicking. The O-line kept Deuce didn't have any sacks, didn't have too many hurries, so they kept him clean the whole game. So it was just a really good, clean football game, and they never looked back.
Emerald High had a tough loss to Abilene, 24-21.
Abilene High is who they are. Just like
They always have
last year.
been, right?
They always have been. They kept it close. Jet still played real well. Austin did well, but Abilene High is still telling them, no, we're Abilene High. You might be Abilene High, but we're Abilene High. And we're going to win the district again. It's going to be interesting. Their district is going to be fun to watch. Because Tascosa started to do special things right now.
Tascosa.
63 points in 2 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're rolling with some offense. You've been watching them a little bit. They're rolling.
And keeping the ball on the ground.
I don't know.
They're keeping the ball on the ground and got over 60 points in 2 games. That's very impressive.
That is. Well, I want to talk a little bit about shallow water.
You keep talking about shallow water.
Dude, they killed Canadian, and it wasn't even close.
I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming at all. Did you see that coming?
I did not. Especially not. It was in Canadian.
It was Canadian.
Yeah.
That's a hard place to get a big win.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. That was, I remember I was up in the booth for the Bushland game, and at halftime, I'm scrolling through the scores.
I thought it was 25-20.
And I'm like, what? And I couldn't believe it. I was just blown away by the score. It was just like, wow. And they just kept on rolling. So, I don't know. This would probably be great for Canadian, but from a district perspective, we're like, oh.
Right.
Because Shallow graduated, 30 seniors?
They did.
Yeah, right?
Kind of like us. We had a big graduating class last year.
I think. Yeah.
When you have those big graduating classes, it's hard to bounce back right away and figure out, okay, where we're going to go. So,
right. You kind of got to figure out, put all your pieces together before you can start moving.
Yeah. So I hope you guys get that done. But shallow water, you've been talking about shallow water every week, and
I told you, don't sleep on it, right? So, and the other one that we got to keep an eye on too for that same district is Dalhart.
They're putting up points.
Dalhart is putting up points, and they're saying that, hey, we're here, we're ready, and next up. So, what are y'all gonna do?
We're gonna win. What we're gonna do.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do a quick, just hit a couple of volleyball things. One thing we really want to shout out is give a shout out to the Bushland Lady Falcons. Their 100th straight district win. So to put this in perspective, I can't remember the exact date, but they have not lost a game since 2011 in district.
Haven't lost a district set in a handful of years.
I know for sure. But
what do you mean, a set? Like
just a set.
Yeah, just a set. I don't know what that record is. Wow. I bet I could make a call to Culpeper and we could find out. But
now that's impressive. Now that's some consistency.
For sure.
That's
when you talk about programs, I mean, that's a legacy program in a very short amount of time, because Bushland hasn't been a high school since, mid to late 2000s. 2007? Is that right? 2008? Somewhere right in there is when the high school started. So, I mean, they've pretty well been dominant in volleyball the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are a volleyball school.
He goes, well, you used to be my friend.
Well, that's good. That's good as for them to get. Maybe we'll get one of them on here. That'd be good
Oh,
to
yeah.
talk to them about perspective when you're coaching
sure.
somebody or talk about volleyball.
Yeah.
All the kills that they're getting. So especially what you, I really want to know about that set deal. That
It's-
hasn't lost a set.
We'll find out.
That's
Lost a
impressive.
district set in a long time, I believe.
I'll
That's
find
cool.
out. I'll bring that nugget next week for sure. I'll call
Yeah.
Coach and find out. So, yeah, be fun to have one of the girls on, have Coach on too. Talk to him because he's got quite the legacy he's building up
Yeah,
as a
he,
volleyball coach.
It's a lot of championships under his
Yes,
name.
quite a bit. So district play opened up. Well, a lot of district play going on right now with Canyon and West Plains, Dumas, Hereford. They're all battling it right now in volleyball.
and like I say, volleyball around here, I don't think it's enough credit that it needs. We have great volleyball up here. These
We
girls,
do.
these coaches are doing a great job. They're competing hard. I think they don't get the bigger recognition in the state like they should. With the championships that have come
Come
through
out
here,
of here, yeah.
it's something that hopefully continue to gets pushed even more.
And you're starting to see it even in your smaller schools. So your 6-man schools are starting to get volleyball programs now as
I
well.
can't wait to see that. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see that. It's
So
going to be
I know
interesting.
Miami's got one. I think LaFours may have one. Obviously, Wildorado has one, and they're pretty good. So I'm hearing there are others starting up next year. So that's how popular it is.
That's good. That's good. Well, Jackson, on this win that you guys finally got back on there, what do you think helped you guys propel to get there?
I think this game was really. I feel like we dominated up front in the trenches, just the whole game. You know, we decided that we were gonna. There's one drive. I think we ran the ball every play, all the way down the field and scored.
Which is very unlike
You see
Bushland
my
Falcon
eyes.
football, right?
You see my
I mean,
eyes just popped
it's
out of
just-
my head. What? He ran the ball
Yeah.
Yeah,
that many times?
we ran. I think we ran QB power maybe 5 times in a row at one point during that game,
Yep.
and we kept moving the chains.
That is a statement.
That's what I'm
We're
saying.
gonna run it. You know who's getting it. Stop me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the kind of
Just
football I like.
Dominance.
That's
up
what.
front.
That's like when you're little. Right? Same play.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing? You can't yell it out. Yes, they can. They got to stop it. So
Exactly.
that's awesome that hit like that, and that you guys are back on there. So, what do you think needs to happen for you to continue to be on this win streak?
I think we gotta for sure win the turnover battle every game. I feel like that's a big thing.
So, how do you address that in practice to get that engraved into your teammates' head? Because I mean, you're a junior, but everybody knows you're the leader of the team.
Right.
So, how do you get that ingrained in practice? So
We
what steps do you have to take?
just gotta keep energy every day. You can never have these deep lows. You gotta stay up here all the time. And then it just becomes a habit, a mentality, the winning mentality.
Mindset matters.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It matters a lot, especially coming out what you guys coming from and trying to get to where you want to get back to, especially get to this college level. College is like winners. I mean, just
Right.
point blank, they show up to teams who win,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you get your visits and everything else going on. So how's that going for you as well?
It's going good. Been to Texas Tech, New Mexico, Tulsa. I love it all. It's a lot of fun.
What offers do you have already?
I have Wake Forest and UTEP right now. I'm hoping to get up to Wake Forest up in North Carolina. That'll be a fun visit.
That'll
for
be
sure.
a fun visit. Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
pretty up there.
Yep. And
That's
then-
cool.
Yeah.
I got a buddy up there.
Yeah.
He's a new tight ends coach up there.
Oh,
Coach,
well, there
Coach
you go.
Shiner. Yeah, he played with me in arena football.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they talk highly of you.
Yeah. Did y'all see they pulled off a win yesterday?
They pulled off a win.
Who was it?
Who they
Tech.
played?
It
They
was
played. They
Virginia
beat
Tech.
Virginia Tech at B Tech, I believe.
Yeah,
Let's look it
that's
up.
another hard place to get
That's
a win
hard
at.
place.
Yeah.
Well, Jackson, tell me a little bit about as y'all go into. You've got Seminole this week.
Oh,
Sorry, Andrews.
Andrews.
Sorry, I don't know why I got Seminole brain. You got Andrews this week,
Yes, sir.
but then you got district play starting after a bye. How do you not look past that as you look forward to district? How do you stay focused on that to say one game at a time? I know Coach Reynolds says it every week on the
Yeah.
coaches show, but as a player, what do y'all do to make sure you stay focused on just the next one?
Just you can't go on a streak if you don't win the one that's in front of you, right?
Okay.
So you got to win. You always got to win this one first, to be able to keep the streak alive. So never look over a game and say, well, it'll be okay because we got this game next week. It's not okay. It's the most important game. That's the only game this Friday.
Okay. All right. Everybody has their pregame rituals or meals, but Julian, did you have one?
Oh yeah.
Well-
I always had pregame. You talking about meal or just
Whatever.
I
What
did?
was your kind of pregame thing that you always did?
Playing?
Yeah.
Well, when I was playing, my pregame was to go out to the field. I would run on the field to the other side. I would go through every pass scenario in my head, all the way down from the fire line back into our locker room. Then I'll run some routes on my own. Running each route, hitch, slant, stuff like that, just jogging, just to get that going in my head. And then I do my tape a certain way, do my spat a certain way, a certain time. I would never get spatted before I go out to warm up. I always get it done when I come back in.
Okay.
And I will always change a shirt at halftime.
Really?
Yes, I always change my undershirt at halftime.
Okay.
You're taking your pads off and everything, changing shirts, putting everything back on.
And then when I started coaching, I took a shower at halftime.
Oh wow!
No way.
Every
At
halftime.
halftime?
Why? What's that?
So when I was coaching, it was more of like I played the whole first half in my head.
Mhm.
So it was like closing my eyes, cleaning up,
Refresh.
freshen up, and get fresh for the next half.
Hmm.
So one game we were losing, and Coach Snipe was like, "Hey man, go take your shower," because we wouldn't do too well the first half.
Right.
And so that's what I did for games. Food, I just wanted something chicken. I just like chicken.
Okay. Yeah. So what about you?
So every home game, I got to take my trip to Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
I gotta get a good lunch first.
Okay.
Then we get out to the field. I like to go. I let loose, just let my mind roam. I just go throw a football around, play catch
Okay.
for a little bit, and then we'll go back in. That's when I'll get dressed, knee braces, everything. I'll go get taped. I like to have everything taped before I go out for warm ups. I'm like you. I gotta have everything. Especially because I long snap, so I get my hands all taped up.
Because you gotta practice snapping.
And I gotta be able to be used to having all the tape on for snaps. That way we don't have any fumbled snaps. So I get taped everything before we go out, and then really that's it. It's warm ups from there, and then game time. I like to keep my mind pretty
loose.
Yeah, because
Clear.
I get nervous sometimes.
Okay. That's fair.
Even in like smaller, I guess there's not really any smaller games. They're all very important. But there's situations, and I'm still super, super nervous. Like games where I know I'm gonna go do really good, and I'm still.
That's the best time though.
I think nerves are good. It shows you care.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we always like to talk a little college fun. So Texas getting beat by Florida yesterday. Anybody see that one coming?
We didn't. We were at the game. I was looking at the score. I'm like, that's not right. But it was right.
I turned it on right at the very end, and I was like, well, and as an Aggie, I'm like, okay, I'm good with that.
It's going to knock them out of that top spot. It's going to knock them down pretty good.
I think they did. I thought the rankings came out, and they're out of the top 25. So, but speaking of A&M, didn't look great in the first half, but boy, they poured it on in the second half. Marcel Reed, he's
they got to let him loose.
You got to let him loose.
Like when they first put him in, when he got in last year, and they were just like couldn't find out what he wanted to do, they just let him play. He was amazing and phenomenal. They got to let him just play football and let all his attributes just come alive instead of. Sometimes you can overcoach, and that's what, especially at the quarterback position.
I think they're overcoaching him right now for sure.
I think that's at the quarterback position. I learned at Indiana State when I was there my first year. I had a coach, and he was like, "Look, just let him be him. We brought him in to be who he is. Don't
change him.
Put him into something. Mm-hmm. Let him play football, and we'll figure it out later in practice and everywhere else." And so that's important at the quarterback position because sometimes you got too many people talking to you, and you don't need all that. You just need to play and let him play. And I think if they let him play, they're gonna see some pretty good stuff.
What other games? What was your best game you saw yesterday?
I'm gonna talk about my Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Yep. That on the road at Virginia Tech. That's a big win. I feel like
very big win.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like they should be 4-1 because against Georgia Tech, I feel like they got robbed. You watch that game?
Mm-mm.
I feel like they got robbed.
There's
a couple calls that were missed
like,
or
why'd you not call that?
Uh-huh.
And there's a couple that were like, why did you call that?
Yeah.
At the wrong time.
For sure.
at the wrong time.
And you can change a game that way.
And you can definitely listen. We were at the TCU game on a visit, and a game almost got changed because of a call in that game. They called a pick on TCU when Colorado, 2 players just hit themselves. They hit each other by themselves. No pick or anything. They just ran into each other, and they called an illegal pick, illegal block or screen, whatever. For a pass to TCU, ran down the field pretty good, about to score, but it reversed itself when they punted the ball. It hit one of the Colorado players. They got the ball back and scored, but it almost changed the trajectory of that game.
Right.
So
sure.
it definitely can and will happen. I like the Cincinnati game. Cincinnati has Amarillo's very own Tascosa Rebel, Tayton Barnes. He plays nickel corner out there with Cincinnati. They beat number 22 Iowa State, so that was a big game on TV. And it was good to watch that and then support, our locally owned Tayton Barnes in that victory.
How about the Brennan kid from Spearman? Did you see that catch against Mississippi State? I mean, he plays for Mississippi State against A&M.
No, I didn't get to see it. I didn't get to see it in that game. I wanted to see how it was.
I tell you, their quarterback, was it Shaven, I think is his last name, for Mississippi State? Well, he dropped a bomb in there. I think 43 yards, and Brennan just blew by the corner. And it was a backup corner, but still, to see a handhandle kid, that kid's fast.
It is fast. It's just to see him having success. He finally found a place where they know, again, coaches matter, systems matter, and also knowing who your players are matter when you're in that atmosphere, because they finally know how to use them and put them in situations to be successful. In the last few weeks, Brennan's been really successful and doing really good things and stuff that, we thought he could always do once he went to school. So it's pretty good to see that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, so lots of good game. Texas Tech still rolling.
They had a statement game against, they said that I think they put up the most points since like 1953 or something like that. Some big crazy number that they scored so many points over this period of time, this many times. So only allowing 11 points to Houston. That's pretty.
It's so weird to talk about Texas Tech and talk defense.
You got a good point, because all we do is talk about offense.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Well, cool. So big games coming up this week. As we look ahead, obviously, Bushman's got Andrews, the last pre-district game. So definitely want to make a statement going into that game.
What is your prediction? Who do you think will win that?
I think I like us. I think we got that one. I think it's going to come down to discipline, because they run a lot of the wing tee.
Oh,
so
that's always discipline against wing tee.
Exactly. As long as we stay disciplined and stay focused.
You hit that quarterback one good time.
Yeah,
he's gonna pitch it every time.
Yeah, that's right, because he don't want to keep it.
Right,
and that's your job.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
yes, sir.
So you got West Plains at Canyon.
I'm not making a pick this week on that.
Oh, I will. I'll say West Plains.
Oh, you're bold.
I'm gonna agree with Chris. I think they're going to be pretty fired up.
I think so too.
After this week.
Okay.
I think it'll be a big game. I think it'll be a big statement game.
I know there's going to be a lot of people there.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people don't know. Maybe everyone always thinks, the biggest high school stadium's McKinney or it's Allen or it's what? No, it's actually West Plains Canyon ISD Stadium holds more people than any other stadium in the state of Texas.
Wow.
It does. So it's right at about 20,000. The next one, I don't know if it's Allen or McKinney, is 19.7.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
So that is the largest one. So
is that including the hill or?
That's seats, as far as I know. And so you guys can attest, it was homecoming when we played West Plains. That entire home side was full, as well as people standing along the edges. So you got to roughly guess that's got to be between 8,000 and 10,000 people on that one side.
It is.
It was a lot.
That's impressive.
So impressive. I bet you'll make a prediction on this next one. PD and Lubbock Cooper.
PD.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think PD, but can't get ahead of herself. Like Jackson was just saying, if they can stay level-headed, stay hungry, stay aggressive, I think they'll do a really good job. I think it'll be the same game plan as we're going if we could stay consistent in that area. Who I'm looking forward to looking at is Tascosa Odessa High.
Well, let's get your prediction on PD and Lubbock Cooper.
I think PD's got that one.
Okay. Tascosa and Odessa High. What do you think?
I think Odessa.
I'm going Tascosa.
Yeah.
I'm going Tascosa. And here's why I think. Go ahead. You back yours up.
I don't know. I feel like they're really high right now. I don't know if they're gonna be able to. It might be too big for their britches, maybe.
They
I
make
think-
You may
fans
be
themselves.
right.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe you're right.
Players
Maybe
do
you're right. Childress and Dalhart. Oh, I think Dalhart
I got Dalhart.
all day long.
Dalhart probably. Yeah.
Shallow water and Adaloo.
Shallow water.
Shallow water.
Shallow water.
Yeah. So, any other big games we didn't put on here?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, good. So we'll look forward. We'll see how those games come out next week. Jackson, thanks for joining us, man.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Enjoyed it for sure.
Appreciate
Thanks
you.
for
Yes,
coming
sir.
out.
Thanks for having me.
We're definitely we're talking to Macon. Come out.
Yeah,
Great.
it'd be good to have him here.
So I talked to his dad. So we're going to try to get a date for him to come out as well, and then we'll determine when he gets some volleyball out here. So and really we've talked a lot about. We really want to promote the athletes from this area. You know, have you guys on just to kind of get that out there. And so our reach is starting to get larger and larger again, thanks to L4 Media and them putting it out. I mean, we get between 8,000 and 12,000 views just off of their post normally alone, and that's going down throughout the whole state of Texas. So appreciate their support on that one. So yeah. So any parting thoughts?
Just keep on tuning in to us, and we're excited, and thank you for having us. And we're going to continue to support these athletes, get to their pages, view their pages, share their pages, because that's a big thing in recruiting now. Is a lot of schools and colleges are looking at the athletes' pages, like who's following them and all that stuff. That plays a lot of part. How many times their places got viewed, because they know that social media is such a big place right now in the world that we live in. And it helps them when they get those views, they get their things out of there. So especially coming from our area, it's important that we get our kids viewed and get them out this city so that they can get out there and play some ball, whether it's volleyball, football, basketball, whatever it is. So it's pretty interesting. So hopefully you guys continue to support, and we'll get some coaches in here too, talk some X and O's and what they're doing. So
yeah, sounds good. Well, thanks again to Plains Dairy for their big support. L4 Media, as we mentioned earlier. Yep, we always got to have some milk. And also Warrior Garden Studios that really give a lot of their time and effort to get this done, and just their commitment to the Panhandle as well. So thanks to all of those sponsors. And High Plains Sports Network and the High Plains Huddle, where moments become memories. Thank you.